I love colour and I love nature. My artwork is a response to my environment, both the external and the internal landscape. I'm a maker. I like making things. I don't always know how to do something. In fact, I hardly ever know, but I just start anyway. I'm definitely at my happiest when I'm making things, and I just learn things as I go. The creative journey takes me to places really quite extraordinary. Being an artist, you're a researcher, a problem solver, and an inventor, and many other things as well. Creativity breeds creativity. Maya Angelou says, "You can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have." She's so right. It's true. Once you start one thing, that will just lead you on to another thing, and then another thing. And then before you know it, you end up with something you never would have imagined. Making these skirts, the Solstice and my Northeast Arnhem Land Flora and Fauna skirt, that was so much fun, taught me about the basics of using a sewing machine, how to put the prints onto round things, or like skirt, fabric, things that you wear, how fabric paint works, and more about what to carve out and what to leave on a lino block when you're carving to make a print. The subject matter for Flora and Fauna were the things that I saw when I lived in Northeast Arnhem Land. I lived in the Northern Territory for 12 years. It was such a fascinating place to live. It was like being in another country. The colours of the landscape and the light were completely different from the South Coast of New South Wales, my home, where I am now. The skies were a deeper blue and the earth was more red. Looking back, I really think those colours influenced my work. The solstice was my way of just celebrating the changing of the seasons. You don't really need fancy things, a big studio, or expensive art materials to make stuff. These skirts were made in a one-bedroom apartment, on the kitchen bench and the lounge room floor. I began them with limited sewing or printmaking skills. And apart from using an old sewing machine, they were all done by hand. I hope these skirts and this little film inspires you to start something. If it does, I'd really love to know. So leave me a comment or send me a message or join me on this creative adventure and let's just see where we go, shall we?